Trying to win will be difficult, but obviously with Peugeot being there with a new car and Toyota as well with a new car, I think it will be a big challenge, but we hope that we will still have a good chance.
Yeah, you say it will be difficult, but for the moment Mini is really dominating the discipline, and we saw with Nasser Al-Attiyah, Dakar, the Morocco last year, lots of stage of the World Championship. It seems like Mini is really in a perfect year.
Yes, but the problem, or put it this way, luckily the other cars are not as reliable as ours. So this is what basically, even sometimes they're in the front, but at the end they have problems and then they fall back. So that's why I have to say we are a bit lucky as well. Performance is not so bad, but if the other ones come up with a super reliability, it will be more and more tough.
Usually the Morocco marks the first stage to the Dakar. And we see, for example, that Gilles de Villiers is back to the competition here. Peugeot arrived here with the idea of the Dakar. It will be a real test, this Morocco, I guess.
Yes, it will be a real test. Even the countryside is different from Dakar, because here it's much more open and you have a chance much more to cut. So it's a little bit in favor for sure of the buggies compared to the 4x4s. So let's see afterwards, but I think for sure it's a good test and everybody knows after this race where he is in the ranking, what are the chances for Dakar.
What is the biggest difficulty in Morocco?
It's normally quite a fast race and a lot of stones, and so that's, for example, as well an advantage. The buggies normally don't have punctures, or very difficult because the tires are much bigger. So for our car, it's much more easy to get a puncture due to the tire size already. I think that's the biggest problem here. Always you have to really check your tires and be very careful. Navigation sometimes is difficult depending where it is, but that varies from year to year. And the rest, I think it's a very good mixture out of sand, roads and off-road pistes.
For you, you said that the buggy will be advantaged, but Peugeot is a bit a newbie still. Toyota is more experienced. Do you think it's possible that Peugeot is already the main opponent, or it will be Gilles de Villiers who was second on last Dakar?
I think it will be both. There's no question for me. The Toyota is new as well. They made a lot of changes. And on the Peugeot side, they made lots of test kilometers. So I would be very astonished if the car is not super fast and very good.
It's also the first try for Sébastien Loeb. You think he can already do something?
I think it will be good for him. I think he will learn a lot on this race. I think it's a good race to start. It's a difficult one, but as we see more WRC drivers coming into this on the top level, coming into cross country, it is an interesting kind of racing, and it has got much more facets, I think, than you have on the WRC. It's not only driving on WRC, most of it is driving as well, how you run your day, where you take risks and where you don't take risks.
It's possible to have a surprise on this Morocco. We see the lineup is really impressive, but there is some newbie like Loeb, like Ironen also. It's possible to have a surprise at the end?
I think yes, there's a good chance to have a surprise, and then there's as well that Nasser needs points, so it changes the whole picture for him as well. So you drive for points. If you drive for victory or for points, it's a different story. And so I think, yes, there's a good chance that there will be someone who has not won this year a race will be on the top.
If you forget that you are the team manager of Mini, if you're just a spectator, for you, who is the main favorite of this Friday?
I think for sure it's Carlos. As I said, Nasser, yes, but with some minus in this case because he needs the points. He will not take maximum risk. And then there's a lot of others like Genil. Eric van Loon is quite fast as well, finally now. Nico, I think, will as well not go maximum attack here because for him is learning. Yeah. Same for Sebastian, I think, is learning. If he is going maximum attack, it would be crazy because he needs to learn as well. And this is when you go like 85% or 90%, but not 100%.